हेलो गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू नियो कॉमिक्स। मैं हूं आपका होस्ट डॉक्टर मनीष और अभी हम लोग प्रेजेंट है एट कोलकाता कॉमिक कॉन, द फर्स्ट एवर कॉमिक कॉन एट कोलकाता.
Absolutely.
So with me I
Absolutely.
have Harsho Mohan Chattoraj over here and over here as well. So ये Harsho दा का stall है and he has come up with a brand new comics. I mean a lot of brand new comics actually.
Quite a bit.
So would you mind showing a few of them?
Of course, like we had for this session of the Comic Con, we had 4 different comics out
Right.
over there. This is one of them. This is another.
So these are brand new, 2 new titles.
So, for example, this one is, as you can see, Faces of Defiance. It contains 2 comics in it.
And what is it about?
It's all about the problems we've encountered in our country and the country beside us in recent times. In Bengal, there's been the recent
A lot of
problems,
turmoil.
lots of turmoil. And in Bangladesh, one country suddenly dissolved,
Right.
new forces coming in. So we were thinking of how to showcase this, how to showcase this change of tone. Because right now it's affecting all of us, not just youngsters, but also old folks like us and older people like our parents, and how it's affected us.
Right.
So these 2 comics explore them. And we have a group over here of comic creators called Mad-Bongs. We started this group about 3 to 4 years back.
So who are there in this group?
Well, we have,
Including
there are technically 5 of us. The 4 creative parts are, one is Charbak Gupta, who's an
I have
artist.
seen his work.
Right, he's been working for the last 10-15 years with me.
विमानी का कॉमिक्स के लिए भी रिसेंटली उन्होंने काम किया था.
True, correct. He's done I think the coloring for that one very nicely. So there's Charbak Gupta is there. So Saurav is one of our writers in our team. He's been there with Campfire as an editor and scriptwriter for the last almost 10-15 years. And along with that, we have Sumit Surai. So he's moved into the comic frame recently, but he's been involved with Shandesh magazine also, like me, for a pretty long time. So all of us, we are trying to convey our emotions through, we started off with calendars like this one, Ghosts of Bengal.
Okay, we
So-
have a variety of ghosts over here.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Promodo Itto,
But this is-
Shashunni,
Right.
Neshopetni and whatnot.
As you can see over here, number of compendium ghosts over here, and this is our creative team. So apart from our own creative team for this one, we actually involved other artists and writers. So one of my good friends, Ovik Kumar Moitro, he's been also working for Shandesh and Amar Katha for a long time. So we asked him to collaborate with us. Then we have another friend of mine, Srinampur.
And all of these, they have a history in comic book making, right? None of them are very new faces or nothing.
No, Ovik has been working like around, we've been our first comic together for Shandesh. That was about 25 years back.
Yeah.
25 years back.
I was barely 2 years old.
So around that, so we have people in our team who've been working for some time. Also new faces. Sumit Surai is a new face, but he's showing his enthusiasm, his interest is there.
He has a passion for this craft.
Correct. So this one is this one contains our work together.
And let me show them some of the inside pages if possible.
Sure.
So yeah, this is how it looks.
Interestingly, you've chosen a double page which shows
2
Charbak's
different art
page.
styles.
This is
actually.
Charbak's page on
And
the
that
other
one is
side.
yours if I'm not
This is
wrong.
my style.
I
Right.
see.
So you can make out the difference, and he's chosen it immediately. Very nice. And the other one, this one, the compendium, is actually a collection of comics done by me over the period of last 10 years.
Okay.
For not only for magazines, but also for comic magazines like Strapazine in Switzerland. There are about 2 comics
I
published
can
in
see
Strapazine.
Hellboy as well here.
Yes. Interestingly, at one point of time, I was also doing a number of spoofs and caricatures and spoof comics, a bit like Mad magazine, inspired by Mad.
So I don't have much idea about the spoofs, but
Parodies.
Okay, so are
Mad
these
magazines
legal?
are-
Like there is no legal repercussions.
No, of course not. I'm not using the same name, and I'm taking the story,
The
and I'm
character resemblance.
and I'm making a fun out of it. It's a parody. Mad magazine started almost 80 years back.
They
It
were
was
the
a
pioneer
hype.
of this thing, I guess.
Of course. No, pioneer. There are other artists and writers who have done similar stuff.
Mad made it popular.
Mad was the rush because they had a whole gush of artists.
और Gotham
And
comics
writers.
में भी Mad बाद में penetrate किया था इंडिया में.
Yes, correct. The monthly versions.
Yes.
So that was nice. So this was like, there are 2 comics over here. One is a Mad version of, so I've written a bit of a preface over here,
Okay.
explaining why I went about this. For example, the boys here, So I made it the decoys.
That's okay.
And then this is the first
Interesting.
one I tried out. This was
Pennywise.
yes. So what was the film's name, Bolo?
IT. It.
What's written? What's the title given here?
ET to Kong. You to Kong.
Et2. You too. You too. So that. And Kong, because we are not using the name of King. We can't use Stephen King's name. So Kong. So this one was done. And this one is hell adult. Is the spoof of Hellboy. And funnily enough, this one also contains a documentary comic on Mike Mignola and his work for Hellboy, which was happily enough written by Soumya Das. You know him, jolly well.
Hierophant publication.
So Soumya did the scripting for many of those comics.
I see.
So in this one, you'll see comics which were scripted by Jay, a good friend of mine. We've done the Hyderabad graphic novel together. The Bangalore graphic novel together is somewhere over here. This one.
इसका रिव्यू भी चैनल पे आपको मिल जाएगा दोस्तों. इसको फीचर किया था मैं बहुत पहले. This is a very old comic. This is nothing new.
7 years back.
But very well done.
Correct. We tried our best. So here you also have Sumit. So Sumit is a friend of ours from the Mad-Bongs group. And you also have over here Shomo. So Shomo has done quite a few comics over here. So the ones which I'm talking about, the Mad featured, Mad type ones, these were scripted by Shomo. And even the one which I'm talking about, which was Hellboy, a look at Mike Mignola and Hellboy. So that one was scripted by Shomo. It was used in the Bengali magazine called Sandesh, which was started by Chattoraj Rai's grandfather. So that went well.
Upendra Kishore Roy Chaudhary.
Chattoraj Rai's grandfather was Upendra Kishore Roy Chaudhary, and his son Sukumar Rai started the Sandesh magazine. Yes. So this comic was carried like many other comics in the Mad magazine. We had talked about this already.
Yeah, we have talked about this, and apart from this, I'm seeing a bunch of other new comics जो मैं इससे पहले नहीं देखा था. So एक-एक करके इनके बारे में बता सकते हैं क्या?
I'll talk about them. This one is a non-fiction comic done with a very good creative person called Sashi, and he's not just a creative person; he also researches into the technicalities of the process in which it talks about what journey into the furnace history, the dying embers of ancient iron smelting in India. So this thing, the historical aspect of it, from 150 years to 170 years back, when the British were here, he's paced the whole thing down from that. And this group over here called FAIR, that's their job. They track down the whole thing. They are partly working with the government, I believe. So they track the whole thing down, and this story, this is basically started as a web comic.
And it has a very different dimension. It's like squarish and small. And
this was one, and we had done another one, Food and Farming, with Aurajit Dutt and Aurajit Sen and others, where you can see the dimensions are smaller. These were started off as web comics, and then they went into print and became printed comics like this. Now I'll show you a few others. So this is
this one.
This is Mahasalava. This is a comic which is in the process of being made. And
so what? This is preview or like?
That's a preview. And I'm working over here with Rajat. He's based in Delhi, and the book is planned for release in the month of May if all goes well. Here I'm doing the artwork, as in penciling, inking,
and it is
coloring,
colored.
and
lettering. You are doing the coloring as well.
Yes.
Digital
normally,
coloring.
Digital coloring. Normally I don't do colors, but for this one,
this is very
the effort is being made. And
unlikely Harsho because he is more into like the.
And we have a preview edition. This one has pages talking about how the story came about, the process, then information about who we are, and it has this talks all about the Buddha and his lessons and teachings. And this is something good. The Jataka Tales. This is something good, which I'm looking forward to finishing. Along with this, in recent times, just now here at the Comic Con, we released this book.
इसका वीडियो तो आप देख चुके हैं जो launching video था that is already uploaded.
This is book 2, and book 1 we launched just a year back or so.
And it had a good reception.
Another
Let's talk about the Level Up. Like this is new.
Level Up is basically a comic which was done for Arena Multimedia. And I'm part of the AVGC XR, animation, video games, comics, and XR stands for Extreme Reality. Extreme Reality. Maybe that talks about the AI and God knows what stuff. So AVGC XR, we're part of that group. And in that group, one of the team members in the group is a gentleman who's the head of Arena Multimedia in Foxfield. He owns it. So he reached out to me and said, can we do a comic on a particular course that they're starting off on video games and gaming. So we put up an idea for this. We call it Level Up. This is the cover that you're seeing.
Interesting.
And the pages were roughly around 6 pages of cover of artwork.
Only 6 pages?
6 pages. In short time, 10 days time. cover. Then I designed this page for them, this crash course information.
Interesting.
And
So
for the Comic
ये
Con,
complete story है या बस
complete story,
6 pages में?
6 pages. And interestingly, in the last page, this is for the Comic Con. This is a contest. The best colorist will win some prizes.
Oh, okay.
So they're asking you to
That's
actually color this page as well.
very interesting.
So this one came out nicely, and this is available for free at their booths.
Okay.
Along with this, we have to show Destiny Awakes, a comic made by Adam. His real name is Pranab Pant. He's a very good boy, and right now he's studying in the UK. He's doing his PhD over there.
Achha.
And so this one came out about 6 years back
I have
at
read
the Comic Con in Delhi.
I got it
We launched
signed
it.
and you had made a small.
We
art
launched it in
copy as
Delhi,
well.
and I think we won some awards as well. During the COVID, we went to a number of contests, and we won writing award, script writing award, the art drawing award. We got quite a few
ये
awards for
series
that one.
continue होने वाला था ना?
Yeah, but right now, the gentleman who was publishing it, BP Inc. So the copies are right now with Adam.
Nice.
So I asked for some copies for this thing. Now these are two books. This was made for Starmark.
ये बंगाली किसी लिटरेचर से इंस्पायर नहीं लग रहा है मुझको, like
Chakrapure Chokpure and Pagla Sahib's Grave. These are based on Shishino Kumar Mukhopadhyay.
right.
Shishir Mukhopadhyay. He's one of the coolest writers we have who is still living right now. So these are based on his works.
Veteran writers, you saying.
Veteran writers, absolutely. And the fun thing is, for the launches of this one launch of one of this one I believe,
ये कलर में ही है ना?
this is in color. Different style that I use. So I did the drawing, the coloring, and for this one I did the scripting as well.
Whoa.
So
okay.
that's-
So you were the one man
Yes,
behind this.
yes.
For
yes.
both of this or the
No,
first one?
for this one I did the drawing and coloring,
Okay.
but not the scripting. The scripting I asked one of my friends to take care of.
The colors are very vibrant, not in light.
Yes, that's the fun thing. Here the scriptwriter was Shubharup Bhattacharya, or we call him Sev. So that was nicely done, and this is one thing I'm proud of. So I did this Kolkata Kaleidoscope, and it's out of stock here at the Comic Con. We had about 12 copies, 11 got sold. I won't sell this one. It's for me to showcase over here.
Yeah.
This is one thing I enjoyed working on. It talks about Kolkata, and it's
This is
different things
not
about it.
typical comic book from what I know.
This is a documentary style comic.
Yeah.
So-
Let me show some insight.
So that's what I do. That's what I do a lot.
So it's not a typical comic book, but it reflects the Kolkata culture, the heritage.
The vibe, exactly.
Yes, if you want to know more about Kolkata, this is something that you definitely need to check out. So I guess that's about it. यही था इनका stall का
I
एक
hope you like it.
overview.
This is my stall. You can make out. These are covers from. You can see over here. I'm pointing over here. This is Kolkata Kaleidoscope, and there were T-shirts also.
Yeah,
So I
pretty
had some
cool
prints.
T-shirts over here.
And so this is, for example, my favorite comic character is
Hellboy,
Mignola.
Frankenstein.
This is my fan art for the Mignolaverse. Then you have the Terry Pratchett, which is behind you.
This one is my favorite.
This one is his favorite, right? Right.
So you're also doing fan art and stuff over here?
I got a chance to do just one. I'll be doing one more fan art tomorrow, but I was hoping for more responses in Kolkata. So that was like.
Let's see. I will upload it today itself, tonight.
Let's hope tomorrow I get at least 5 fan art requests. That'll be nice.
Let's hope so.
Because in Kolkata we are here, man.
Yep.
So if you want fan art to be done, if you want to collect comics, please come. Chale aao.
The people
And
are here,
come.
the passion is here, the creators are here, so why
Yes.
not?
And the fun thing was today when I was on stage, where we were launching the books for Amachikata and others.
Mhm.
So they said talk in Bengali. So I said, fine, chalo, I'll talk in Bengali. And then they were non-plus. No, not Amachikata. Sorry, I went with Sahil.
Huh,
and his
that
team.
video is uploaded.
The Sahil thing, pura, he had a head toss. Because he said, let's
Yeah,
talk in
even I
Bengali.
was astonished because, all
He
of a
won't know.
sudden,
He won't know.
Yeah, he was not understanding, but he was having
for him
fun.
to catch on. Yeah,
He was
had
having fun.
that way. Anyway, it was good for me to meet the head of Raj Comics over there, Sanjay ji. So the first time I'm meeting with him, and he with me.
This is my first time meeting with almost everyone. Like, I have been dreaming of attending a Comic Con, and this is my dream come true moment.
No.
And I'm having an
And
absolute
for the
blast.
first time, so it's something I'm proud of. And hopefully, from what I heard, that we'll have it every year. So that's
We
always
should.
a good
We
thing.
must. It's Kolkata after all. We are
must.
having what? Like Kolkata Comics Carnival, Book Fair, now Comic Con, and
Let's
maybe
hope-
Indie Comic
Kolkata
Fest.
Comic Carnival is good, but like this time I went, very nicely done. They were trying their best, but sadly enough, I must say, I saw more things for less comics and more
Merchandise and animes and stuff.
So I'm not saying that's bad, but it's bad for us creators.
Because
we
end of the
want-
day, it's a comic con.
Yes, we should have more creators taking booths over there.
Yep.
I'm not saying buy comics, but I'm saying more creators should go over there.
Mhm.
They should get free stalls and booths,
Right.
and they should be able to showcase their products.
Bilkul.
If that doesn't happen, if you're just showing merchandise, like they had their own stalls, which were very nice. Good. Anyway, thanks. Thanks for your time and thanks for covering us. Khub bhalo.
My pleasure.
Thank you, bhai. Thanks. Thanks.